Hello and welcome there, guys. My name is Matt from Just Code Consulting, and in today's video, we're going to be looking at an app called Teamable. Now, for this app, it allows you to gain feedback from your employees or to your management. You can give feedback, get feedback, also be able to have the power to make surveys and gain like a broader range context of that feedback as well as be able to create goals and try and set them to achieve them as well. So let's get straight into it. If you haven't downloaded Teamable, simply go to your three dots down here and just search up Teamable and add it to a channel. I've already done that, so that's what the interface looks like here. So there's two sections. We've got the one-on-one feedback and we've got team feedback. So let's start off with the one-on-one feedback. So if we wanted to give feedback, we click on this, get feedback, we click on this, or otherwise you can look at all your feedbacks uh, in a sort of template format. So let's start off with giving a bit of feedback. So let's follow on from an example we've been using, and let's just say that this is about um, our our nursing room, our break room, let's say. So whether this is going to be a note to a self or direct feedback. So let's just have a direct feedback. Who's it going to be sent to? So we can choose from our list of all the people in that team. I'll send it to myself here. What's the feedback about? It might be about our verbal communication. We might want, we might want them to speak up a bit more about what they actually want in the break room and how they want to be treated, whether they want more, more safety procedures or better equipment that they could use, or that sort of thing. So here's where we get a basic list of strengths or development areas that we can look at. So here is where I'd tick. I'd be like, okay, Matt, I reckon that you are great at your presence and confidence and very good to the point. However, I do think you need to speak up in meetings a little bit. This will also give you a couple of different options where you can actually have a look. Check out this if you'd like. Maybe you're better at align on specific points, something along those lines. So it gives you a couple of little baseline options that you can choose if they do have a development area there. And then we'll just keep it at that. Then what we want to do is we want to actually have some text here. So we can use a feedback template. So what we can do, we've got some great intros that will come up if you'd like. So I'm giving you this feedback because I have a very high now that we've been working together for a while, I'd like to, I think that you should be able to raise your voice a bit more in meetings, and I really want you to be able to voice those opinions and stand on behalf of your other nursing employees and make sure that you're all heard and you're all felt and all that sort of stuff. Otherwise, and that will just come up down here. Otherwise, we can do like a feedback structure. So we can have situation, behavior, impact. So we could say in this specific circumstance, whether that's in the meeting on Monday, you did this and it had this impact, right? So here it goes. Describe the situation, describe the observed behavior, what impact it had, and if that's a strength or a weakness, all that sort of thing. And then I'd go send, and that will send right through. Now that should come to me, so hopefully it will come to my feedback. But because I'm sending it for myself, it might not. Oh no, here we go. So yep, so me tags verbal communication was created at this time. And here is the thing, we can look at the details. Had great strengths in presence, confidence, and crisp and to the point. However, we did want to do a bit more speaking up in meetings. So that's awesome. I've got that in my feedback now. And that would be from every single person. So whether that's, employees to managers or managers to employees or anything, hopefully we're trying to form a bit of two-way conversation. Now, in the exact same context, I could do a get feedback. So whether I had just done a job or whether I'd just, made a change within in the nurses break room, and I wanted to get some feedback from my manager to be like, is this okay? Is everyone feeling all right about it? Da, da, da. Simple as that as well. So let's jump now into the team feedback. So this is where we can do a survey. So this might more be for your management sort of style. Managers rather than employees gaining surveys here, but very simple and easy to use. What we just do is we're going to add a new survey. We don't want to build it from scratch. Let's just do a well-being and engagement one. So this already has everything here that we need pretty much, right? This is the survey builder. Here's where we can actually look at the questions. Um, so this one has vision and direction, and this will have agree or disagrees, impact and meaning, learning and development, culture, da da da. So we can have a look at that. And if we click preview, this is what it looks like. I have clarity on the company's mission and vision. Yes, no. And so this is just one example. Obviously, it's not following our exact specific example, but it will do the job just to show you. Then you go, who's your audience? So you'd select your users of your audience. You go, all right, my teammates I want to include is me, Helen, whatever. Tick that. Cool. And then who can see the results? So we probably, if you were the manager and you wanted to only see, you wanted the manager to only see the results, you could easily add that, just to be like, yep, we don't want everyone seeing the results of, our culture survey. So let's not do that. And then we can have either anonymous or not anonymous, or that sort of thing. And then you can simply launch it there as well, or you can delete this survey and you can get all your results. But what I'll do is I'll just close that. Now, if we go down here to the more features, there is a couple of things. This is the free version, but we can set goals. So what I'll do is I can set some goals. So share your development goals with your teammates, all that sort of thing, and we can nudge automated reminders. So what are your developmental goals? So maybe in this context, maybe I do want to learn how to speak up in meetings a bit more. So maybe I'll try and aim to do one extra thing, or I'm trying to say two extra things in the meeting, and then I can enter these goals and who would I like to get feedback from. So maybe I'd say from my manager, I'd love to get some feedback, and then they will get a notification about my goals and they can then tick off on them as they go. So that is it for Teamable. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's very good for creating a more positive culture, I feel, and also helps break the barriers between management and employees, where they do want to gain feedback and they do want some positive appraisal, or they do want some what can I do better in this context. So hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.